So I'm still doing my The Dust is Global series. And this is part two, where a woman named Allie is married to a man named Wu. So she has a Chinese husband, and she is a white lady. Now, her Chinese husband was actually born in China, but they met in Colorado. I do have part one on my pages. Okay, so here we are at part two. While Fulong Lady was trying to make herself indispensable to all those around me, including my Chinese landlord who lived upstairs with her family, she had my stepdaughter and her mom convinced I was jealous of her, but really she was jealous of me. She wanted to raise my kids, and my ex did nothing to stop her. She was eerie too. My stepdaughter would be talking about her, and Fulong Lady would call or text right after. Eventually, my ex's ex wised up when the woman thought it was reasonable for her to pay for her trip to China with her daughter. Fulong Lady expected my stepdaughter's mom to be her sponsor without even asking. So I got her permanently out of my house by pitching such a fit directed at her for bringing the schizophrenic woman there to my house. Then left her there. So her next strategy was to offer me a job. She acquired a New York City street vendor's license. She wanted to open a tea cart and have me run it. I listened to her pitch. She said I would have to be there with the cart by 6 a.m. to get the deliveries and wouldn't be done until 7 or so. So I asked my ex, who knew of the plan, who would be taking care of the kids all of that time. Not me, he said. I saw that one coming. When that didn't work, she started harassing me over my phone. Signed me up for info on how to open my own chapter school in my home state so I could give back to the community. She would share my text in a group text, calling me names like jealous dragon, etc. It was during this time Wu came to me asking for a divorce. I didn't even care if they were having an affair. I was so done. So I told him okay, and he was genuinely surprised. I was doing everything on my own anyway, and at the harassment from the crazy people, which was wild, why would I fight it? He left the country so often, and it was peaceful when he was gone. I didn't have to deal with him throwing my stuff away, bringing crazies around the kids and myself, or his superior attitude, or his constant insults to my intelligence. She says, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am not a teacher. You can teach English in China if it's your first language. Thanks again for reading. I know it's long, but it hits on so many points you talk about. I couldn't believe it was happening at the time. It was surreal, and I felt so lonely with everyone against me, but I did manage to come out on the other side. He still plays his BS games with me, but I'm so much happier now. Right now, he's trying to get the kids to move to Asia with him, which infuriates me. I am the parent that stayed, am in debt, but he gets to be the fun dad they could travel with. I feel like a broodmare for his traveling companions. I haven't said as much to the kids. I want them to make their own choices when they're old enough. Daughter will be 18 in a few weeks. I want them to see their Chinese family, but I just don't trust him. His family, I do, but he can travel away from them. Anyways, thanks for reading. Have a blessed day or night. So obviously, her part one and part two are over several years if one of her daughters is about to be 18. But this speaks to how people triangulate other folks and bring them in to gaslight you and make you think that you're the one that's crazy. And it also speaks to how dads can go in and out of children's lives. They can have these babies, they can create these babies, and their life doesn't have to remotely stop. Keep that in mind to the single ladies, the young ladies who have not yet had kids. That once you have these kids, no matter where you get a man from, if it's from here, if it's from another country, that these dudes they can create these, they will anchor you down. These babies will anchor you down and they can bounce at any particular time. And you need to be aware of the implications that come with having a baby with somebody that is not from here, especially if you go over to their country. You need to know how they treat women and children. Like if he were to take his kids to another country, would that country allow him to basically keep those kids there? That this could be a learning opportunity if you get involved with someone from another country, whether you are here or going over there, you need to know the laws and how they govern children, spouses, and children. How are women treated? Look into that. Don't just get with somebody and just think, you know what, there's some chemistry there, and don't look into the laws of their land. Anyways, let me know what you think of this. If you have any stories that you want to share with me, go ahead and drop them. Inbox me. I am available on many different platforms. Don't forget to like, comment, share.